Hello everyone, welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. How are you guys all doing tonight? So tonight we're going to have episode 117 of The Coin Vault has opened. It looks like we have a roll of proof 1960 Lincoln Memorials and their mint cellos cut from their mint sets. So how are you guys all doing tonight? Hello, hello, hello. Sorry to be absent for a couple days here, but that's why they're bonus streams, in case I'm not able to do a stream. But I am back on the scheduled night tonight for the scheduled stream. So hello everybody. How are you guys all doing? Hello, hello. Here we have a roll of 1960 mint cellos. These ones do not have the mint tokens. They are from a different seller. Hopefully we'll have some luck tonight. I think that this is the first roll of 1960s I've gotten to go through, so I'm going to dump them out. I've got some paper in here. Looks like it's just order information. That'll be good because I forgot what I paid for these. But hello. So I was able to do a little research on these, and there are some, pretty much every variety for 1960 proofs are awesome. I believe this said that it listed them as 1960 large states. So I believe they're all large states. We can take a look at them. I think what we're all hoping is that some of them are large state over small dates, or small dates over large states, or something along that lines, because then we can sell this roll and we can buy lots and lots and lots more coins. So I got something yummy to drink here. So normally we look at the fronts and backs of these coins, so tonight's stream will be no different. Yeah, how's your guys' Labor Day going? You guys all having a Labor Day weekend party? And so I'm hoping these will all be in really nice conditions. I know we're looking at some business strikes here for a couple days, but we are back in happy proof land. So far this is the first one here. It looks pretty good. These mint cellos look pretty clean. Kind of looks like the surface luster on this one is a little bit all over the place, but that is okay. A little bit of spotting on this one. I feel like most of the early ones are actually, in my opinion, that I see are in pretty good condition. This one has some spots. Some of them are nicely toned. Almost looks like a kind of like a solar eclipse or something there. Kind of looks cool. We'll be able to check that one out up close. Alright, so 2 out of 3 here have some spotting on them. Let those be the only 2 spotted ones in the entire roll. Sound good, guys? Some very light spotting on here. I never know what to expect when I buy a roll of mint cellos online. Some of them have been, pretty shabby, and some of them have been pretty wonderful. This one's kind of got an interesting looking rim on it. I feel like most proof coins, I feel like the rims are really nice and precise. This one almost looks like the tiniest bit off center. A little bit rough around the edges. Kind of like, it's like, I don't know, almost looks like a partial collar strike or something, but it might just be the way that it's pressed up against the mint cello here. So that'd be interesting. I've never seen one of those on a proof coin. I'm sure it happens. This one's kind of the same. This one has a pretty good size spot on it. Nice fields, big spot. And I've seen a couple rolls of 1960 proofs over the last year. I don't see a whole lot of them. And so they're not usually an easier date to get. Now, this is only the second year they were doing the Lincoln Memorial ones. So I don't know how much they changed the way they made coins from the 50s when they were making the Lincoln wheat cents. It looks like so far we've got quite a few of them here with spots on them. This one is no different. I feel like I've kind of gotten accustomed to getting rolls without, proof rolls without lots of spots on them. This one's got a pretty nice front. It's also interesting when I get really high grade proof coins and they have spots on them. I don't know if it happened in the PCGS slab or if PCGS acknowledges that, you know, these older ones get spots on them. You know, it's going to be interesting when I do some bulk submissions and get coins graded that don't have spots on them, and then see, you know, if they develop spots in the slab, or if I submit some that have spots and see how they grade out. I don't know if a couple spots on a proof coin would come back as like genuine with environmental damage. If it's just a natural toning process that they just, you know, expect to be on coins. I have lots and lots of higher grade coins that have spots, and sometimes I don't know if I'm just buying coins that are considered problem coins. It's amazing how much you can not know about coins, even though you deal with coins all the time. I'm under the assumption that people would always prefer to have a coin that does not have any spots on them. And that would be me too. If there's gonna be spots on a coin, I'd prefer that they were like, you know, really nice bright toned coins, and that the spotting has nice colors, kind of like the spotting in the, like, around 1978 to 1980. Hope you guys are having a good night. Everybody's quiet tonight. We got to check out some Joe Durbin's auction before the show here. That was pretty nice. I've seen some of his auctions, but I've never seen him do a grab bag auction, and that was pretty neat to watch. I'd never seen him just like throw out all the coins and have the auction go higher and higher and higher. This one's got really nice fields. It's really bright and pretty. What's it got waiting for me on the reverse? A spot. How did I know? A couple spots. We got to see some pretty cool bells that Joe Durbin makes. I was watching them and I didn't know that he had made them until later on the show. Those seemed really cool. It's interesting with these, the Cellos are in really good condition, but there's definitely some spotting issues on these coins. We'll see how many of them have it. And I've bought from this seller before, and I don't remember having any spotted coins on the rolls. So this is kind of interesting to me. I don't know if they just send, you know, if they get all different kinds in. Other than a couple little spots on that one, it's pretty nice. So we'll just keep cruising on through these. Some of these almost look like they're starting to turn like a red-brown color. The cello almost seems like flush with this coin. I don't think, yeah, it's almost like the air got sucked out of this one. I don't know if maybe it got exposed to like a heat gun or something like that. I think that's the first cello I've ever seen that just clings to the coin. And it'll be interesting how this roll is here, because I did get some older rolls from this person too. I think I got a roll of 56. I think I got a 56 proofs. I think I got a mixed roll of 56 to 60 from them. So it'll be interesting to compare this roll to the other rolls as well. Pretty much I have a lot of older proof coins coming up. I think I have about 15 rolls of proof wheat cents. I've got a 1959 proof memorial as well. I believe I got it from this same seller as well. But I bought all the lots from about 3-4 different people. Pretty much at one point here, 2-3 months ago, I was buying every single roll of mint cello proofs that I could find. I'm not sure if there's any more for sale on eBay. I just thought I would buy them all up and see what they were about. And so now we get to look at them, and hopefully we'll find something awesome in one of these rolls. But you know, I can't find something awesome with them just sitting there on eBay. I've got to buy them and check them out in hand. This one has a pretty face. Let's check out its back. Little spot in the left field, not too bad. Got a tea break. How are you doing tonight, Blue Sandy? I saw you say hi before the show started. And I was curious if you were still doing the scavenger hunts, if you were wanting me to send out your prizes. I have not forgotten you. I've just been waiting for the send out my prizes, and I'll send those out to you. I still have your address. Hope everything is going well for you on the West Coast out there, or on the East Coast out there. It seems like a lot of these are pretty nice, beautiful coins just with a small spot on them. And from my understanding, once a coin has a spot like that, that spot is there for life. And they oftentimes get bigger. I was looking down at this one, it almost looked toned. I don't think it is. I think maybe around here is a little bit darker. I have a lot of coins in the mail again here, so we're going to be doing quite a bit of videos of shorter stuff, but I'm also wanting to do a lot more hunting here and do a bunch of videos for you guys. So there should be some fun stuff coming up here on the channel. This one looks pretty nice. I think it would be pretty awesome if we found a small over large state or a large over small. I believe if there is one, we'll be able to see through these mint cellos. I'm assuming that they are pretty darn rare considering the price tags attached to them. It would be pretty awesome to find one of those, especially in the first roll that we start going through. Hi Catherine Lee, welcome. I'm doing pretty good. Finding some spotted coins in this roll, but pretty excited and hopeful just because we've had some good luck with the proof coin rolls that we've done here in the past. How was your night? Hey Blue Sandy. Which state of emergency, Blue Sandy? We've got many emergencies going here. Here, I'll check it out. I actually haven't checked the news here in a few hours. I mean, we've got like a heat wave, we've got fires. Okay. I'm not seeing anything major headlines. Yeah, we're definitely in the state of emergency. I am well here. Good to hear your voice. We're good to see that you are here, able to be on YouTube. So that means hopefully things are going well on the East Coast. I almost said West Coast again. I want to find a small over large or a large over small tonight. I need to drink more of my tea. It's like one of those nights where my brain is going in like 10 different directions. You're going okay? Yeah, I was making videos earlier and not on the news. I've been poking on the news, you know, like every little once in a while here. It's just with the way the world is, it's good to check it out and make sure everything is going okay. But it's almost like, I don't know, it's like I wouldn't say it's thick smoke because like you don't see the smoke much. But it's like when you walk out the front door or if you leave the windows open, there's just this smell of burning. I'm pretty close to the ocean here, so I'm on the coast. So it doesn't hit here as bad. If I was inland, it would be really, really nasty, I think. But yeah, like my head's just been in like 50 different things. I've got like 50 different projects going on. And trying to figure out how everything fits together. And then, you know, I'm wanting to be here live for streams. I'm wanting to make the videos, and just so that's why I took the last couple nights off. Is just I'm trying to plan a whole bunch of fun stuff, most of for this channel. You're hiding. You're still in hiding with your daughter and kids? Yeah, I kind of had to do a similar thing and put the coins on hold when this pandemic started, and I've been able to mostly figure out how to, you know, maintain, but it's like I've had to like put on about 10 different hats during this pandemic. And it just seems like I keep having more and more stuff needed. And so I'm doing my best to keep all the stuff going. Oh yeah, the heat. I think that like where I am, I think on Tuesday it's supposed to be 80 degrees, and like I said, I'm on the coast. Like it's 40 to 60 most of the year. You know, I know most people think of California as being hot and sunny, but it's actually supposed. You know, when you say 80 hot, haha. like it's when it's that cool here on the coast, and all of a sudden it's 80 degrees. It's like whoa. Yeah, I'm imagining this weekend here, I think it's supposed to just be 60s here for the weekend, but towards Tuesday it's supposed to get hot. And I know 80 sounds ridiculous. I grew up where you are, Blue Sandy. So it's like I remember like 104 to 108 during the summer, and hot and muggy, and just living in front of a fan or air conditioner. Thank you, Blue Sandy. Yeah, I would not want to be in Southern California right now. And with like, you know, I feel like I feel the wind up here, and the wind just comes and it's hot and dry, and it just feels like it's being fueled by a fire. And I imagine that the fires are getting stoked up by it. I believe where I am last year when they had all the emergency power shutoffs, and they were just shutting off the power for like a week and saying it's for safety. But this year, I believe, you know, because we have a power plant here, but they were just selling off all the power to places out of the area. So now instead of shutting down the power here, they're gonna keep the power plant on here, and they've figured out how to redirect it to the local grid here instead of just turning off the power plant. So hopefully, if they decide to shut off power, we won't be affected up here this time. But last time it was like kind of ridiculous. Good. I'm glad all the coins could fit in one bedroom. Yeah, a big house has got to make it easier for a pandemic and everybody being able to have their own room and have the coins have their own room. I don't know how old your kids are, but some kids definitely like to get into their parents' coin collections, and all of a sudden all the coins are spread to the wind. You can do it. You can definitely do it. It's possible. It just takes, you know, like, I have like a lot of noise and stuff going on here during the day. That's why I generally do streams at night. A lot of copyrighted material going on in the background, and I don't want to get my stream in trouble. But it's like I found like, about 9 o'clock here, I'm able to usually, it's just finding like a window, getting everything else out of the way and creating and carving time, and then burning the candle on both ends. But if you can do that, you'll be back doing coins again. 3, 11, and 15. Awesome. You'll be up and running in no time. It just takes transitions. Like, I feel bad for everybody. It's like with multiple kids and having to like homeschool or like work remotely or like teach remotely. I know a lot of the schools right now around here, like they're all closed. I could not imagine what it's like. Like people just have like 50 different jobs now, and the same amount of time to do them all in. I think that I did see something about Nancy Pelosi, Blue. It sounded like she got her hair cut and didn't follow the rules of the city. It didn't seem like a super good example. It's kind of like that around here in California. It seems like there's two different realities going on. One reality is like doing the right thing and listening and doing everyone's part to ending this pandemic, and then the other is just like, I'll do what I want. And it's like you see the people without masks on, and sure, they might be right, but at the same time they might actually get someone else that can kill them. So it's kind of sad. People aren't really thinking about themselves, or they're thinking about themselves, they're not thinking about anyone but themselves. Wow, this one glows on the front here. 99-year-old mom with them too. That's hard. I mean, at the same time, it's a blessing you guys can all like coexist in a house, and it's a blessing that you guys can be around your family. It's like a lot of people are isolated, and while family all trapped in a house together, eventually I can imagine how cabin fever starts. But it's nice there's a lot of people out there that don't have anybody, and they're just like sitting in their house alone, being forced to like reflect upon their life's decisions. It's nice to have, play lots of games, like, maybe your mom can watch the kids a little bit, make some noise if they're getting into trouble. Your kids can watch your mom a little bit. It's like everybody's able to take some turns helping each other out. This one here looks pretty nice too. A couple of little spots. We got one more, and then we will zoom in here, and we'll hopefully be able to find something awesome. That would definitely make my weekend. Yeah, I obviously have not gotten my hair cut since the pandemic, so I'm willing to go without. Of course, I didn't get my hair cut before the pandemic either, so Alright, so we'll zoom in these. I will dump these out. Which one you guys want to find? A small date over a large date, or a large date over a small date? Or should we find both tonight? And if we do find one, I think you guys can be pretty confident that I didn't spike the roll, because I don't think I would buy one because they're so expensive. Let us find one. And so I think, I'm not sure with these if, let me straighten this out too. I'm not sure which would be better here, to be all the way zoomed in. Let's see how we even see through these. Yes. Let's find both tonight. I'm just trying to see how we actually can see through these. And so from what I could see, to me it looked like they were pretty easy to spot. And then there was like the cool one that looked like a double or a triple die. It's funny, this one underneath here almost looks like it almost looks like a business strike. I'm just curious if I should be closer. It just depends on how these mint cellos are too. It's like I saw on one there was like, you know, some nice doubling on the T. But if we're not going to be able to see through, I don't know, the mint cellos looked really nice. So let's see, there's some machine damage on the 9, it looks like. These are looking a little harder than I thought to see through them. So I'm thinking we'll keep on trying here for a minute. Maybe this one is just a little bit darker than the others. And there did look like there was a double dyed initials. And they, like even the close-up photos that I saw of it, it looked really, really, really hard to see. I was like, I don't even know if I want to bother looking for that one. It was worth money, but it's like I feel like I need just a little bit higher grade microscope to be able to find stuff. I guess you get what you pay for. You got to go. Got to do no time. Or you've got to do no time. See if I can find a good angle on here. So I don't think I've looked through a roll of 1960s here, so I know I have a little bit of a learning curve here, just kind of seeing what a bunch of normal ones look like. Excuse me. I would definitely rather have no time and family. That would be my choice than having all the time in the world and no family. Hey, Catherine Lee, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. That was super awesome of you. Sorry, I wasn't expecting any super chats today. Sorry, that wasn't an earthquake. We don't have a fifth emergency here in California. Let's see if I can move this one around here a little bit. Thank you. The smiley face is appreciated too. Kinda wanna... Oh no, I'm assuming that this is like machine doubling on here. It's weird, I keep not being able to see the 6 here, but I feel like I can see something on the tip of the 6, or on the bottom of it. Thank you. Let's see. And I'll have to go back to copper coins at some point just to kind of reorient myself. Just because these are looking a little bit different than I thought they would, and I wasn't realizing that there would be as much machine damage as I'm seeing here. It's like the mint cellos keep making me want to see like a little thing of a 6 coming up there. And I'm afraid as I'm doing these mint cellos and shaking them like a sugar packet, that they're just gonna go flying out. Okay, I think that 6 is just a normal 6 there. So how are you doing? Are you teaching your kids from home, or do you have school open where you are, Catherine? So that's got to be really, really hard if you are homeschooling a 3, 11, and a 15-year-old all at the same time. It's like being like 3 different teachers. Like, I imagine the 11 and the 15-year-old, you know, they can read and write. You know, maybe your 3-year-old is doing awesome and can read and write already. I believe that's just the mint cello. It kind of makes it look like there's a notch on that. But yeah, I can't even imagine having, like, helping teach 3 kids at the same time. It's chaos. But if everyone's kind to each other, this could be like, it's like this summer kind of was like, you know, for anybody, it's like the longest summer ever. You heard a car crash? Oh boy. That's no good. Yeah, go see if they need help. Be careful. Um, yeah, I feel like that's happened, like last year, that happened a couple times here where there was just like a wreck. And it's like I had to run over and be like, everything okay? What's going on? I'll see you in a few. Hopefully everything is okay. Hopefully it's one of those amazing accidents where everybody's okay. Wow, lots of machine damage. I believe this is all machine damage on here. We'll keep on going through here. I'll let you know, Catherine, if we found anything good. And hopefully I'll be able to say that. I think at some point here I'm gonna go back to copper coins and just take a double look at everything again, because I don't want to miss anything. It's a really nice shaped O, or a 0 rather. I'm like totally getting absorbed into this role. How is Massachusetts holding up, Blue Sandy? I feel like you were saying that like kind of cases and stuff was on the rise as it started to calm down a little bit there. It's just kind of scary. Like, it doesn't seem like I don't know, maybe I hear there is possibility of vaccines here in a couple months if we all just stay safe for a little bit longer. Maybe we can all make it through this. But I'd like to see things getting better here. You know, we've all been doing this pandemic thing here for 6 months now. It would be nice if, like, everybody got their system down, and everybody, you know, was able to adjust. West Hampton a hotspot? Wow, and I just wouldn't think of West Hampton as, you know, it's like, or at least to me, it was like hill towns. I knew plenty of people up in the hills there. But it's like, I mean, maybe the school, or I can't even remember if, I don't remember if there actually was a school in West Hampton or if they all went to Southampton. That R looks kind of interesting. Yeah, I was hearing the beginning of September. It is the beginning of September. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I heard a bunch of stuff outside today too. I think it was a deer drinking out of the swimming pool because when I went outside there was like a big buck. And I was like, what is all that rustling going on? And it ran away into the forest. Yeah, I saw a YouTube video or a news story or something not long ago of like a giant deer like jumping through the front window of like a hair salon, jumping right over a person on like a waiting couch or something. It's pretty intense. Yeah, deer deer really don't do well inside stores. The one place I worked at here in California, a baby bear walked right through the front door. Went straight for the bakery before they got it out. Hampshire Regional, that's right. Nice. Sounds like a pretty nice yard to have. Looks like some machine doubling on the 9. It's interesting, like right, the exact part of the 6 that I really want to be looking at, it seems like the mint, like the cellos get thick right there on every single one. Deer sure are cute, but they sure can get into trouble. It's like the second one, like the second R that has like a little like extra line on the inside there. I'm glad everything was okay there, Catherine. That's definitely no fun. I wonder what it was up to. I didn't see any double-dyed eyes for this year, so I'm assuming that there aren't any. It seems like if there was to be a double-dye R or a double-dyed eye, Chuck definitely would have been the person to find it. It seems like he checks every single one. I want to move this one. I know it's just mint cellos, but the cellos seem to go the same directions as the letters. It's like the edge of the R there just makes it want to look like they're is strong doubling on the R, but I know it's not there. And I'm pretty sure that if we found a small over large or whatnot, it would be pretty obvious. I feel like I've seen pictures not as up close, but the cellos just make me want to like look this close. Nice. I saw a news story about where somebody built a squirrel bar and filled it with different kind of nuts on tap. It looked pretty fun. I bet the squirrels there are super happy. I saw the squirrels were eating all the pine cones and all the sunflowers outside. Bunch of machine damage on this one. I'm wondering what that does to the initials, or if like if the initials like to get machine damage too, or if it's just the outer devices. Yeah, we don't get blue jays out here as much. We get one called like a stellar jay. It looks a little bit different. I've ran into some pretty big bears at my place here. Not as big as when I lived inland. Those ones were gigantic. But I guess there's mountain lions out here. I have not ran into one yet. And we got coyotes. I saw like coyotes and fox. I ran into like a white fox about 5 years ago. It was kind of cool. Didn't run into it, but it crossed in front of my car while I was sitting in my car one day. There's definitely some big wildlife out here. But I'm mostly up here in the redwoods, so it's pretty nice. It's kind of like a rainforest, especially here on the coast. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's kind of just right. Nice. I had a bunch of robins that used to come every year and make a nest in bushes outside the house. I got to watch a bunch of them like raise babies and got to watch them learn how to fly. And it seems like a couple of years ago, I think a bunch of the cats around here got to them, and eventually, but I think 3 years in a row they nested in the same bush. So it was kind of cool to like get to see. Got to learn a bunch about robins. I guess when the babies first learn how to fly, they're not really strong enough. They just kind of like hover down out of the nest, but then they're not strong enough to fly. So I guess the mom pretty much goes and immediately builds another nest and starts laying more eggs and sitting on them. And then it sounds like the dad, robin, kind of like shows the birds how to hide and stuff, and how to look for food. And so the babies will kind of like hang out for a little while until the dad shows them the ropes. And then the dad goes and joins the mom again and starts it all off again. And then they try to have as many babes as they can. I definitely didn't enjoy the robins are super territorial, and there were some windows up towards the top of the house, and every morning at daybreak, the robins would throw themselves against the windows over and over and over again. Put like a stuffed cat in the window, put things up in the window. They kept coming. They just would not. They wanted the other bird they saw the reflection of in the window to go away. Um, it's just you're trying to sleep and bam, bam, bam. Who's that knocking? It's Robin. I think I'm remembering that the doubling, I feel like the one that I saw it was mostly at the bottom of these letters, so maybe I should be checking the bottoms. An American Golden Finch. Nice. Sometimes I feel like I should do like a YouTube, just a show, put a webcam in the woods. Um, it's kind of interesting here, the line going down the I and the B here, and the E, and the R. I haven't seen machine doubling like that. I don't think anyway. That looks pretty pronounced. I don't remember seeing any double dies that looked like that though. I might go and check things out just to make sure that that's not something. Oh no, the 0 there looks a little bit wide on the top. Oh, well, good job. Good job. That's always a good feeling. I definitely tried to help some baby birds when I was younger. I'd find them with, without a nest or hurt. I don't think I ever had a happy ending. I tried to help them. Yeah, I'd like crush up worms, give them like a light to like keep them warm. And I don't think anything worked. I remember like finding like injured baby bunnies and trying to take care of them. And they just want their mama. It's kind of hard to like rest and relax and like not be in that fight or flight mode when like you're a little baby animal. I did have like I was going to like a festival one time and there was like this, I don't even know why I stopped. It was like there was like a baby squirrel on the side of the road or in the middle of the road, like right in between the lines of the road, and I thought it was like injured or something, so I pulled over to get it off the road. I don't know if I thought it was dead or what. But when I went up to like move it, it was in East Hampton actually, and I walked up to it and I was gonna like get it off the road, I think, so that no one drove over it, and it just like hopped on my foot. It had just flattened itself out so that like, cause it was in the middle of the road, so like maybe a bird wouldn't see it or something. And it jumped on my foot, and so I just walked across the street with it on my foot, and then I would kind of like tried to slide it off my shoe, and it just kept climbing back on my foot, and I'd like go to walk away, and it would jump on my foot again, and I was like, no, you can't stay with me, like, you need to, I'm going to a show, you can't come with me to a show, and but it kept jumping on my foot, and I was like, you need to go back to the forest, I gotta go to a show, just want to make sure you got out of the road. And it just like hopped off my foot, like started running towards the forest, looked at me, and then just disappeared into the trees. And I was like, "Aw, sweet." It was like the cutest thing ever. Hey, Spikehead Diecrack, welcome. How are you doing tonight, Spikehead? So we're hoping for a small day over, large day, or something like that. Some of these cellos are a little tricky to see through. It's like anywhere where there could be a serif, there seems to be like a messed up edge. But I'm doing my best trying to see through all this. I'm going to check it out after the stream, Spiked Head, but just curious if you have any opinions on the I and the B and the E here. If that's machine damage, it doesn't really look super like it's scooped or anything. It kind of looks like there's doubling on the edges there, on the west sides of all the letters here. So that one looks kind of interesting to me. I didn't see it on copper coins, I don't think, but I'm going to go back and check. Accredited Coins, welcome. Long time no see. Good to see you. I was afraid something happened to you down in like Southern California there. Welcome to the channel, friends. How have you been, Accredited Coins? How have you been, Spiketad Diecrack? Working on a $50 bag of 82D large dates. Nice. When you get a bag of a $50 bag of those, is it zinc and copper? Is it one or the other, or is everything all mixed up? That sounds like a really fun bag to go through. I love 1982s. Yeah, it's smoky all the way up here, accredited coins. It's definitely been, you know, not the best weather. Does not make the throat feel wonderful, but I've seen much worse. It's like you get kind of like that constant, kind of hard to, not hard to breathe, just feel like you're not getting enough oxygen, which is kind of like hard to breathe. You think it's machine, Catherine? Okay. I just, normally when I see the machine, it's like, it's more of a kind of like a step, like, you know, steps or a scoop. Why that just kind of seemed like they were kind of side by side. But definitely didn't look like a double die in the way that I'd be looking for one. You want me to go back to the end? I missed the test, my friend. And I need to go back to an N on one of these, huh? I'm just going to finish off this side and... Or you must have been talking about the last one. I think this was the last coin. Hold on, Blue Sandy. I think that this one is machine damage. Is this the right one? I will have to look it out. I believe it's just machine doubling. I know that there is one but I feel like it looked a little bit more distinct than that. Here, let me I'm just gonna hop over to Copper Coins for 1 second. I should have left this page up. There's only a few of them here. Okay, I don't think it is like the DDR 003. That one, I believe, like the notch, the line on the bottom then goes all the way up the inside curve. Yeah. Alright, let me switch back here. Forgive me if we already looked at this one. I put the other one away, and I don't remember if the other one got back into the bag. And I missed accredited coins when you said interesting test will be an interesting test to see if it works. I missed what you were referring to. I do apologize. And I'm almost wondering if we actually need to be this zoomed in. Right? I have like multiple coin books I'm supposed to be reading, and somehow I still have not found the time to read these books. Frankly, it feels like it's going to take like a power outage and a whole bunch of candles to finish reading all the coin books that I got. Yeah, I'm going to try zooming back out just a little bit, see if it's a little bit clearer. I don't think we need to be up that close unless we really, really need to. Nice accredited coins. Yeah, I was watching this one video yesterday that was talking about people who think of themselves as an eBay store or like an eBay reseller, and it was talking about that no, you're not an eBay reseller or you don't have an eBay store, you are an e-commerce company, and you should be selling on every single platform that you can find. And so I think you're doing absolutely right there. And that was actually another point that you said that you were really good at marketing. And I know you've asked me a lot of questions about eBay and such, but I feel like I have quite a few questions if I write them down and figure out how to ask them correctly, just about marketing. I feel like there's quite a few things I could learn from you. But so it sounds like you got things set up for Shopify and Facebook marketing. Yeah, I did. Did you get the promo? I saw with Facebook there was a thing where if you buy $100 if you have a meeting with Facebook, and then and you set up a kind of a marketing plan with them. That if you spend $100 with them, they'll give you $200 free of like advertising. It seemed like a pretty good deal. So if you're planning on going Facebook and you plan on spending $100 with them, it would definitely make sense to talk to them and consult on the phone. I said there was like a specific way you had to do it, but $200 free of advertising, that could make you some money there. Yeah, I actually upgraded my eBay store to the next level up, so it looks like over the next 6 months here, I'm going to work on going up to 10,000 listings on eBay. So it should be interesting. Very nice. This one looks like it's got some pretty good machine doubling on it. And so yeah, I have 30, almost 3,300 listings on eBay right now. So pretty much I need to do what I've done over the past year and do it like 2 more times. And then I need to work on moving the inventory faster. That's awesome, Catherine. That's some nice. Or I guess I don't know how much you picked it up, but probably for a good price. And thank you, Accredited Coins. So you set up the Shopify store. Yeah, I haven't even tried Shopify. I feel like I've been hearing different things about it. That was one of the websites that the person I was watching in the video was talking about. I guess there's like all these different places I've never even shopped on. I've never even visited the websites. So it was kind of interesting to hear all these different places that people sell stuff. Maybe coins just isn't the category for those websites. Maybe zoom in on that end there, and this one here. Yeah, it might be. There's like entire businesses, like set up. So wait, are you trying to link? Going to use Shopify if I can figure out how to sync it with eBay. I don't know if you can sync the two together, like have the listings at the both places. I would be very, very wary. It's like you could build your entire eBay store and somebody across the world could hack it. That if you give them your password, if you give them access to your site, they could turn your store off. I can't say things like that have never happened. That is pretty awesome. Yeah, there's definitely. I guess it's just making sure that things are synced up correctly. Like one of the last things that you want to happen is for items to start selling on your eBay store and for you to have to cancel the listings. Like eBay really does not like it when people can't complete their orders. I feel like they think it makes the eBay look bad. Like I think that you can have like four like you can cancel like 4 different ones before they get kind of upset at you. I think you'll lose top rated selling, and then I think they put you at like below. They basically, I think they even eventually will start charging you like higher final value fees. I think it's in the terms and condition where they can like add extra fees and stuff, which is crazy. They're like, what's going on with this one? If I zoom out, the shadows on this one look really weird. Oh, I just want to check this one out. These Cellos are giving me a hard time tonight. Nice, Blue Sandy. Yeah, that's how I first got started selling coins. I just bought big bags and then I sold little bags. Yeah, please let me know how that goes. And that seems like you totally could replicate that in any industry, accredited coins. If you're able to do that, that would be awesome. Like you do like really, really well. And the more automated stuff is, it's like I know paying someone money to program stuff is expensive. But when something is automated like that, it just, it can be really, really, really wonderful. Very, very wonderful. And so if you link it, the Shopify, is it on are the stuff selling through Shopify? Are people checking out there, or do people check out on eBay? Is it just they see the Shopify and then they see it there and then it basically just checks them out through eBay, or they don't even know that they're using eBay? Yeah, Facebook definitely seems like you can target any demographic, any kind of person that you want. It's kind of interesting that you can do that. I guess it's useful for people to be able, if you sell something that, older people are more generally to want, then it's good to be able to hit your target audience. It's not like, I guess you can show, kids' toys to a bunch of older people and maybe they'll want to buy them for their grandkids or their kids. But I guess, yeah, probably toys you want to show it to older people, not younger people. Well, I guess the younger kids say, I want this. I definitely did as a kid. Oh, nice. Sorry, I'm reading, guys. I know I'm stuck here. Well, maybe maybe your girlfriend accredited coins can purchase a less expensive item from your store and you can test it. Just an idea. It's like, I feel like with my international sales, I was like, hey, international people, can you purchase something from me so I can see? I finally got an international sale, so I guess everything is set up, just nobody's in the mood to buy old US coins i- like internationally right now. I guess I get it. I understand it. And I guess another question, what happens if somebody buys something and then they cancel their order? Do you have to manually go back and restock it? I guess these are questions that you can ask yourself once it's already set up. Yeah, that's one of the things I found reselling Amy is that, or I'm sorry, Catherine, when I was reselling things, I found that like the smaller the item that I'm trying to buy and resell, the easier it is to store, to ship. Some things, while there's money in it, it's a lot of work. Like when I used to sell 5,000 count bags of wheat pennies, and I used to put that 5,000 counts in one box because it weighs 68 pounds. So I'd put it in a 70-pound flat rate box. You can do that, but it's also it's a lot of work and it's heavy. Nice. Some scores, Amy. Hello, Belinda Snyder Guam. Hey, hello. I got your hi message, and you were trying to send me a picture, I believe, on Facebook. And I apologize, I didn't get back to you yet, but I did see two messages you sent. I read them on. I did get the comments that you sent me. So I do apologize, Belinda. And I don't believe I saw any pictures come through, but there is links to my Facebook and my Instagram uh, in the description below here. Okay, see you in a few, Catherine. And how are you doing, Belinda? Welcome, good to see you. We are looking for something exciting in these 1960 proofs here tonight. We're wishing, we're hoping, we're wanting to find a 1960 small date over a large date or a large date over small date. Either one will do. I mean, I feel like pretty much any double die on these proofs would make this a really good buy and would just be really fun. I'm just gonna check. I believe this is just machine damage. I used to get so happy whenever I saw something like this. It's a double die. Every single time when I was, younger, just about a year younger. Oh, how I'm growing and learning. I do miss that feeling of a double die again, and we do find double dies here, but not as often as I did when didn't know as much. Well, when you get everything set up accredited coins, hopefully when your item sells, hopefully you'll also have it automated so that you purchase more stock and have the stock filled up so that you can become fully automated. I believe this is machine damage, but I just want to see these closer. Hopefully this mint seller will be kind to us. Oh, if we found one, Belinda, it would be worth a lot of money, at least hundreds of dollars. I believe, I'm not sure what the cheapest, I mean, these are probably, these are probably like, proof 64, 65 at least is my guess. Maybe a few of them with spots are lower grade. Yeah, I think that these are, they get really expensive. Here, I'll see if I can, I think I left copper coins open here. But yeah, like the small date over large date is $300 at proof 63. This is copper coins prices. I don't know if these are perfect prices. Large date over small date is $250 at proof 63. And then there's also a triple die that exhibits a doubled large date hubbing over a small date hubbing, which is $300 at proof 63. So yeah, I'm just going to look at these again while I'm here. So any of them will do. We'll take them all. We'll take one. So yeah, it would basically pay for the roll times over. I know that's kind of been one of the places I have been having problems with accredited coins. Is that there's all these things that I keep meaning to do, keep looking to do, but I've like filled my book, like I keep taking on different jobs, and I pretty much am booked solid all week long, but there's all these things that I want to do to, there's all these ideas and plans that I want to get done, and I'm like, well, just let me finish all my work up this week, and I just give myself more work. I finish everything like just on the last hour. Somehow I like do everything, but it's like then it's like the next week already. It's like I finish right at the end of the week, so it's like I keep up, but I never get to do any of the things that when I'm done, let alone have any fun, except for this is what I do for fun, so that is good, that at least I'm able to do this. I'm glad I picked something I loved to do for a job. But I guess these videos anyway, these are totally fun because these don't pay my bills, except for Catherine did do a $5 super chat tonight, so that definitely will go towards the bills or towards some fun coins or something here for the stream. So thank you again. Well, that might not be a bad thing, Amy, if there is something good in that box, or if they find out that there's an error for that box of nickels. That could be a very good thing that they are all uncirculated. I missed it. Blue Sandy, are we still on the same coin? It's a little bit of something on the left side of the R. Thank you, Accredited Coins. Hello. Thank you for the super chat. Awesome. Thank you. I wasn't expecting anything tonight. Now I've been double surprised. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. Thanks for making the chat fun. Thanks for making the show fun. You guys are awesome. I so enjoy getting to like hang out with you guys because I totally used to do this alone and now I get to do it with like real live people. It's awesome. Back to the date. We're back to the date. 0 looked like 1. Thank you, Accredited Coins, and congratulations on the sale. Actually, speaking of, I think I was going back and forth. Oh, that's something new. Okay, here, back to you guys. Sorry. Easily distractible tonight. So you were saying it looks like 1, the 0. Belinda, for this one in particular, it's a 1960 proof. Small date and large date. If you go to the website coppercoins.com, which is it was developed by Chuck Daughtry. He has on the well, I'm not on the right page here, but on the left hand side of the screen there's a link that says die variety search, and if you type 1960 to 1960 and then Philadelphia and then hit go, it'll show you the 18 different double dies. But here I'm looking at, okay, so what, there's the DDO number 1 with, yeah, let me look at this a little closer, with kind of like an inner circle on the top northwest side. Huh. Here, let me take another look at this. You might be right, Blue Sandy. Good eye. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong place. Let me open this one up. So the 6 on that side looks like the doubling goes on the inside and on the bottom. I think that's, see if I can get a better view. I feel like I saw doubling down at the bottom. It's just hard to see. It kind of does look like the DD, the, what is it? Let me go back and look. The 1D0001, the class 2. I just want to look at that one more time. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by, Catherine Lee. I wish you a good night. Get some sleep. I understand you're like 3 hours ahead of me probably there. Get some sleep. I stream often. I'll see you in the future. And thanks for the super chat. Wish you a good night. Hope to see you again. You put it up on the TV, so it's very, very large. Nice. So that's also something I was wondering. Like, I feel like I can just expand the video that I'm, playing. So it's like, I feel like I could look at the coins more close up, even from farther away, and I feel like the mint cellos wouldn't be as blurry to me. I'm curious about doing some tests with that here in the future. Because I think that it could save us a lot of time. Like, I could look at it basically from this zoom level, but basically increase the size of the video. And I think it might be beneficial. It's like, those are the kind of things that it's like, oh, when I finish doing my work, I'll do this test, and I'll research this, and I'll do this. And then I never get to do it. Alright, so I'll put that one off to the side here. That's another thing I need to figure out is like a older TV to have it just stream whatever's going on the computer onto an older TV so that I can watch YouTube on a TV instead of a movie projector. Nothing wrong with having a movie projector, but sometimes it's nicer to not have to go like this all the time. See you in the future, Catherine. Thanks for stopping by again. Nice, that sounds pretty good to have 2 different channels going at the same time. I've definitely watched more than one show before, and it was very, very interesting. Check this one out a little closer. There sure is a lot of machine doubling on this year. I think that this is just the way that the luster shines and reflects. I think a couple of these had like some little spots of toning on them that'll look fun if we remember to hit them up just right. All right, onwards. We still need to find exactly what we're looking for. This one kind of looks like that last one that we saw, Blue Sandy. Maybe, or at least it did. Zoomed out, like there was kind of like that chunk, or that kind of like depressed part on the bottom of the zero, but it looks kind of more normal now that we're up close. So never mind. Zoom back out. We must find our focus. I'll have to look into the Fire Stick. I definitely know other people that have them and they seem to really like them. For the most part, I'd say I watch about 99% of my programming just on the computer. Seem to kind of go between like YouTube and Netflix, and that seems to be most of my entertainment these days. I guess most of the time I'm generally working and making videos. I'm doing the opposite of watching shows. I'm making shows or making videos, and some part of me is like wanting to take some time and relax a little bit more. But at the same time, I just expanded my eBay store, and so now I need to make 6,000 more videos. So rest I shall, but it's probably going to be about a year before I can take a day off again. That's okay. Then hopefully I can take some good time off after that. And what else am I going to do? It's a pandemic. I'm not really supposed to leave the house anyway. I couldn't have picked a better time to start a new business, or, I mean, I guess that my business I've been doing for a while, but to kind of evolve my business and change it, make it into something better. Yep. Yeah. I think I have almost 3,300, so just 6,600 more to go, or 6,700 more to go. The problem is, it's like I can list 6,700 more, but the darn things, they just keep selling. And so it's like, while it seems like I only need to do 7,000, it's probably going to be about 10, 11, 12,000 more listings before I actually get it up to 10,000. But then at the same time, accredited coins, if you get up to 10,000, I think it's 5 cents for additional listings instead of 10 cents. But the next level store up is for like 100,000 item. It's ridiculous. probably if I was selling 100,000 items a month, I probably wouldn't be on eBay. It doesn't seem like it's the right. I'm not quite sure who fits into it. Maybe if I was like taking down all my listings and reposting them like every day or two and just flooding out eBay so that so that no one would see anybody else's listings, which is awful. It is possible to do. I won't do it again. I feel bad about it. But yeah, I could have been so messed up with the 50,000 free listings. I could have just like relisted my stuff, all my stuff every day, just every hour, put 100 up, and it would have like pushed everybody else's listings out of view to where people would have had to like, scroll multiple pages just to see anybody other than me. But I feel like it would like make some people very upset. I know other people are working hard, and their stuff deserves to be seen on eBay too. Yeah, I definitely have. Then there's like the feeling of like, needing to, it's like I can list 7,000 more items, but at the same time, I'd rather list like 500 items that are just way better than average coin. Just really, really special stuff. Like, I feel like, here on YouTube, I've already made videos of a bunch of the less expensive stuff. But I think it would be really, really neat to like get all the like really rare and hard to find coins, and make videos of those. This mint cello totally looks like it's been like hair dryered. It's like flat on the coin. I don't know, like I'm not used to mint cellos that look like they have been vacuum sealed. I feel like this has cello damage. When you don't list, your sales will slow down. I like to call it eBay treats you like you are not an active user. They want people to put fresh stuff on their store every day. They want every single item to have all of the, specific item specifics. They want everything like, nice and new looking for people every day. Yeah, this mint cello kind of bothers me. It totally feels like it's like vacuum sealed or it's been like heat shrank or something. Right now is Labor Day weekend, accredited coins too. So this weekend, hopefully you're having awesome sales. But this weekend, it's like a holiday weekend, like Thanksgiving or Christmas or something. These weekends are really good weekends to like pick stuff up at auction, but not if they're is not a good one to put your auctions up, or, just for sales in general. It seems like it's always really slow. This has actually been the busiest summer I have ever seen. So definitely like in summertime, it is generally way, way slower than it is right now. But I think because it's the pandemic and people aren't, really able to go to their favorite places and coin shows and stores and stuff, it's way, way, way busier. Yeah, that would be totally fine, Belinda. Just send me a message when you have something done. I love watching other people's videos. I'd totally prefer to do that, to tell you the truth, because then I get to see stuff clearer. Yeah, totally. Post something up on your channel and, just send me a message saying, you can leave a comment in the comment section of one of my videos saying, hey, check out my video, and I'll come over and check out your video. If you know when it'll be up, I'll just make a mental note to go out and check it out. Yeah, no, that's a great idea, Belinda. And then not only can I check it out, but everybody can check it out. Yeah, I strongly encourage you to do that. Please do. It's like I have the Facebook and Instagram so that I can connect with people that way. Just because every time I gave out my email when I first started streaming, all of a sudden my email started to like fill up with like a billion different things I didn't need that had nothing to do with the initial requests. It just seems like once you put your emails out there on the internet, all of a sudden everybody's got them. But I like it. The Facebook and Instagram seems to do everything really well. Thank you. Yeah, I'd love to see them. I'm trying to see the top of this T here. No. That's nothing. That's just not what we're looking for. But pretty much pretty soon here, as soon as the weather starts to dip, believe it or not, accredited coins sales will probably start to go up again here. If they send out another stimulus check before then, which I kind of doubt, it seems like if they were going to send out a stimulus check, they would have done it by now. Either side, it seems like I don't think there's any money left. I think they spent all the money. They're trying to figure out like what else can we get money from. Social Security looks like a big nice fat piggy bank over there. Let's open. What, there's nothing inside it? We already embezzled that money? What? There's no money? Well, where else can we get money from? Let's start a war. Wait, we can't start a war right now? Our troops will get infected? What are we gonna do? Oops. Hopefully, hopefully this antivirus, hopefully this vaccination that they have will get fully worked all the kinks out of it before they cause a bigger problem. Hopefully it'll come as soon as possible safely. They say that, well, they've been having, what, we got stimulus check in, was it May? Like the very beginning of May? Like they started talking about it in March and it happened in May, and now it's been June, July, August, September, but they were, I just don't, they've been saying for 3 months. Like I feel like they could have sent a second stimulus, like a second $1,200 check to everyone they sent it to the first time. And that would have been just fine, and then they could give big corporate people $1 trillion in a few weeks or something. I think that would have worked for everyone. I can't say it's either side's fault, Blue Sandy. I would say it's both sides' faults. Both sides need to be willing to negotiate for a government to work. And it's like, I know that both sides can probably blame each other, but it's like they're not doing their jobs. That's like the thing that I get upset about government. They have one job there to do. Sometimes that job takes making compromises, but if neither side, you know, and I know that both sides will say it was the other side, but that's just not, you know, diplomacy and like democratic state or whatever, democracy, like it takes both sides, like, you know, getting something and giving something. It's a give and a take. I feel like, yes, different sides hold stuff over each other politically and it just turns in, but it's like I feel like any politician who's doing that should just be fired. Like I think that if like both sides can't come to a reasonable agreement within X amount of days, they should all lose their job and elections are held again. Like, and I mean, it's like I feel like the way that things should work when there's like a impasse like that, they should put everything on the table. and basically divide everything up, like put all the things that are wrong and all the solutions. And then you break it down. Instead of trying to pass one big bill, you take all the things on the table that the people can agree on, because they're going to agree on some stuff. They're not going to agree on everything. Everyone knows that. And so what you do is you put all of the things that are needed to get done on the table, and you say, hey, are you a human being? Do you believe that this should happen? No? Okay, let's move this over the nose. What about this? And you find out where both sides have things in common. And if both sides, lo and behold, have something in common, it's passed. That's off the table. Now you have all the things, and you go through them one by one, and when you guys agree, you pass something, you get it done. You're like, here's what we did today. What, you guys argued like kids today? Okay, no pay for you. Oh, you guys passed this? Great. Okay, tomorrow you guys can work on this. But like, no, it's not that easy, is it? That's what the Republicans wanted to do. Yeah, I don't even see anything barely in the news these days. Like, I have to look for stimulus just in the news. Maybe if I'm watching like government websites or something. I feel like when the first stimulus check happened, there was news every day. You got updates about everything, and I feel like it's just that even the news is like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. We're not gonna like report. I don't know. But I don't understand why they can't just break things down. Yeah, so it's like a skinny bill. The skinny bill doesn't have any of the things that favor either side or like gets any special agenda done. It's just, okay, low income people or people that need immediate help, or we have this crisis here, or oh, there's like a hurricane, or oh, there's flooding or forest, fires, like anything, just get all those important things done so that like people can stop dying or like, get off the street. And then you deal with the other problems as they come, because there's just going to be more and more problems. But let's get back to coins. Sorry. You have a couple people. Yeah, I watched one person, and then I just realized they were giving, what sounded like good information every day, but it was just, they were like, so maybe by this week, and then next week it was like, maybe by next week, and I just realized that like while they were getting the information that was being talked about and real, um, it didn't seem like there was ever any intentions for any of the stuff to happen. Not that it was their fault that what they were being told was never going to happen. I don't know. Maybe there should be a thing where like politicians like can prove that they have like the mental aptitude, of at least a high school student before they can become an elected politician. They should have to prove that they can sit down and, reasonably solve a problem. Like it should be like they should need to, be able to prove that they can solve problems and, help in emergency situations, that they can, prove that they can be diplomatic, that they can solve problems, not cause problems. Is that a lot to ask? I don't know. I think that's half of why we're here. I think that's half why this country is the way they are. Too many politicians not doing their job, and people just kind of getting fed up with the status quo and just really just hungry, hoping for anything else. This one looks kind of interesting. Let's zoom in on this end. I don't know, it kind of shows up and it kind of... we may have found... I think there was like a 1DO001 possibly. And I'm looking at this one, and I can't quite remember. I feel like we looked at one that looked kind of like this. I think that might just be the way the light reflects off the bottom of it. But I feel like that's pretty close. Let me just check. Yeah, I think we were looking at the 1DO 0. Oh wait, no, it couldn't even be that one. That one's not approved. Sorry, guys. That's hilarious. It looked just like the. It looked just like the other one. Let me find this other one, and yeah, it doesn't quite look like that, and I don't think there is anything sticking out underneath the other part of the end, so I would say no. I think it's just machine damage. It does look like doubling, but it's not, what was the number? If you look at 1DR003P, it does look like the doubled inlet of the center of the end, but on the western leg, there's no doubling below. There's not like an extra bar underneath there. So I don't think it's the 003P, and that's the only one that I saw that was doubled like that. That's my opinion anyway. But it did pretty much look like, I think it was just machine doubling that looks like that double die reverse. So we're still looking. We've got maybe about 10 more guys. So I'll give you guys the heads up because I know sometimes I forget to do that. And then I'm like, oh yeah, last coin, guys. Have good nights. Yeah, one thing that I've been surprised about is like it almost looks like some of these coins were hit with like a hair dryer or something. I don't know what mint cellos do when they're exposed to heat, if they flatten up. But I've never seen mint cellos that looked, you know, that were basically like sucked to the edge, like sucked onto the coins. And then this one, you know, it kind of has the bar, but there's not the inside of the end there. Some nice looking machine doubling. I didn't check the markers. I looked at I went to the Copper Coins site and I looked at the different ones, and it just didn't, like I looked at different parts of the doubling and it didn't look like it to me. I definitely was like, ooh, what's this when I saw it. I think that's an interesting looking R there. However, the R it doesn't look thicker. It just kind of looks like there's a line going through it. On Copper Coins. I was not looking at the bays as well. I didn't see, when I looked at Copper Coins, I did not see anything on the bays on Copper Coins. Oh, what's up with this one? That one looks kind of interesting. I'm just gonna, I don't remember seeing anything that looked like that. It does look kind of doubled. I mean, at the same time, it almost looks like it, you know, while it looks doubled, it doesn't really look extra thick to me. Let's take a look at the rest of it. Yeah, that would be a fine name, Belinda. If you put what's in the video, you might get some other people to watch it as well. Just a thought. I mean, it can never hurt. I don't know how many videos you have on your channel. It looked double to you because of the line underneath and thickness. I have a hard time sometimes with the thickness kind of gauging. I usually have to look at like one coin and then look at another. Sometimes things definitely look thick to me, and then sometimes I like look at another coin and I'm like, wait, nope. That's one thing I need to spend more time. Was this the one that had... Oh yeah, this one had the doubling in the R kind of too. So there's kind of like on both legs of the R, there's kind of doubling, and on the east side. And there looks like there's a bar going down the Y as well. Let me just check for that, because I feel like there was one, there's a bar on the right side of one, and there's doubling in the T. Do we have the doubling in the T? We're on the other side. Interesting. Okay, so it's not that one. Interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and look at some of these after we're done. Like, these are definitely interesting roll to look through. They kind of remind me of the 1970 roll. The top of the Y looks thick. I wish these meant Cellos. Let me look through them. I mean, there's the thing, I guess. It's like when you find something, you can always cut it out of the mint cello. Yeah, most proofs do not look like that. Alright, let's check out the reverse, see if there's anything going on the reverse. I'm gonna put this on the pile. I feel like we only found 4 that looked really interesting to me so far. Well, no, that's the thing for me is that if I spend more than two hours here underneath the microscope, um, everything starts to look like a double die to me. Like, and that's one of the things that is so hard. It's like I like to just keep going and going and going and going. But I don't know if it's like mental aptitude or what it is. Like, no, that's not the right. Just I'll start to see double dies and everything, and I'll drive you guys crazy because I'll be like, wow, look, it's doubled. And I'll get all happy and excited, and then the next day I go to look at the stuff and I'm like, this is not doubled. I think I just, it strains my eyes in a way that everything starts to look doubled. And then you throw in like, machine damage and stuff, and all of a sudden it's like, I start putting away more coins to like check later than I actually like go through. It gets kind of hilarious. Over 20 varieties. Oh, nice. So it sounds like I should really be checking all of the different. I should be checking out everything before, not just 1 or 2. Just looked really bright under there. I don't think that there is one with a bar under there. I think there is on the business strike. Yeah, this one here looks like the O and stuff. I mean, maybe it's machine doubling. It's like the mint cellos here are crazy. Let's see if I can get it to the other side. Can I do it? I swear now it's worse. Yeah, it is. Oh wait, no, I want to see the top of it though, so that's better. Or like the midsection. Like I want to see where, that like, nice big place. So I believe that's just mint, like, I believe it's just damage when it's like that. Yeah, this one's kind of like the other one. I guess we got some machine damage on the reverse here, which... Yeah, I'm not sure what they were doing. I feel like most of the other proof ones I've been looking at don't have this level of machine damage on them. Maybe I've been getting lucky. I'll put that one aside. Yeah, the funny thing is, I feel like these streams didn't used to, when I went through these rolls, it didn't used to take 3 hours to go through. I feel like it was about an hour to an hour and a half, sometimes even only like 50 minutes. And I guess what it is I've been learning more, and so I'm looking for more different things, and it takes a lot more time to check for all the different things. Like I can just, I feel like in the very beginning of making these videos, we just look at the front and back of the coins, and I would just show you the condition of the coins, and that was, some of the early stages of the mint cello roll hunting. And then we started to look for specific things, and then we started to cover more and more and more and more of the coins. And I can do them super short, and we can look at the front and backs. But I also, when we do find something cool, I really, really, really like it. Let me get some more tea. Let me double that. Alrighty. Ooh, we've got a big spot on this one. This will be fun. It's what everybody's been waiting for. Yeah, going through these coins from far away, I didn't really notice how much they cling to the cello. It's going to be curious. I just don't know if with them clinging to the cello and just kind of like basically wrapped on them, if that's causing damage to the coins themselves. I'd say that's black. So Spiked Head Die Crack was asking about the columns. If you're still here, you could tell me what is in the columns, my friend. And if you're not here, I wonder what was in the columns. I'll have to check it out. Yes, why are we searching all the coin and then skipping the columns? We probably missed, but we've got about 6 or 7 more coins here. So we'll keep on going. Grab another sip of the tea. I feel like my brain just slowed down. And so anyway, I believe the next roll we will have on the show here, I believe is going to be a 1959 proof roll, which I know nothing about. So I will try to make sure to look at as many different websites as I can before we do that one. So I don't even know any varieties off the top of my head for that date. So there's, in the columns, there are, in the spaces, look at Lincoln and spaces and columns to see if there is lines. Like an extra column. Okay, I think I've heard of that with some dates before. It's, what's hard is like, I feel like maybe I'm wrong here, but I feel like different dates have kind of more columns, kind of lines in them than other ones. And then I feel like depending on, how well the coin was struck, some of those show up better. At some point I feel like I was putting away some coins because I thought that they had an extra column, which when in reality they just actually had one of the columns they were supposed to have while the other ones had kind of worn out. And so it's like, here on all the way on the end, it's kind of like you have, a extra column piece on both sides of that last one, and then this one here kind of looks like there's an extra one. I don't know, they actually all kind of look like, maybe it's just because it's a proof coin. Let's zoom in on one of these. Yeah, I'm guessing that's just because it's a proof coin and it's reflecting the column into the fields. Wow, that could be tricky, eh? First year of new back of coin. So you would think the first year of the new coin, there would be some really cool things going on with it. You'd think that, I don't know, maybe they have to like spend a bunch of time getting everything ready. It feels like the lighting, oh yeah, I hold it still and it gets brighter, interesting. I was gonna say, I feel like the lighting has been getting darker and darker. Yeah, hopefully we will find a 1959 with a wheat back, like a proof 1950 wheat back. That'd be nice. Just a couple left, my friends. But we'll get to see lots of 1959 proofs next time. And it should be awesome. Hopefully the roll is, I feel like this one, we saw a lot of spotted coins, speaking of. We saw a lot of spotted coins in this roll. And like also, I don't know, most mint cellos that I hold, when I'm holding them, the coin isn't, it's like these coins are like kind of like stuck in their place. I can't really move them around too well. It's a very interesting cello, and I have tons of, Lincoln Wheats and cellos, and they just don't have the same feeling. I don't know if maybe the first couple of years of proof memorials, if that's just what they're like. But the 1961 through 64, they feel different. These ones feel different than all of the other proof memorials I've ever had. You make me want to check. Somebody keeps like offering me like the same, like 10 people are like trying to buy the same coin off me, but they'll only like offer like half of what it's worth. And they just keep doing it. It's like every time I go, like someone else is like wants this exact flying eagle scent. I feel like it's the same person on multiple accounts. Yeah, it appears to be different people. Well, that is really good. I'm glad you're having awesome sales, accredited coins. Hey, Paul Hampton, welcome. It's funny though, accredited coins, it totally feels like eBay. I get all my sales for a day within a 2-hour period, and then I generally don't get any sales for the rest of the day. I kind of feel like they kind of, feed people a bunch of sales and then they move on to the next person. It's interesting. Yeah, I The other thing I've been having accredited coins is people at like 2 in the morning putting in like a best offer and then retracting it a minute later and then doing an offer and retracting it and doing an offer, and I'll wake up and my messages are like spammed out. Um, it's just interesting to me. I'm not sure. I don't know if they're like testing my price threshold, but I don't accept best offers unless I accept best offers. So if they're trying to figure out what I will auto accept stuff at, but I think you're only allowed to cancel so many best offers. I think they're going to get themselves in trouble. Well, it was really weird for like about 3 to 6 months. I would get most of my sales from like midnight till 3 in the morning. Like whenever I would go to sleep, I all of a sudden would get a ton of sales. Basically every morning I'd wake up and there'd be like 3, 4, or 5 sales, and then all day I would have no sales. And I'm like, why do I only get sales in the middle of the night? Um, I don't know, it's weird to me. eBay, I swear, I scratch my head and try to think, and I cannot figure them out sometimes. Yeah, some people do have auto accept loose handy. Um, I turned it off because I list so much stuff and I use coins as a template for the next coin that I'm going to post, because most of them are rather similar. Most of what I'm posting is similar to something else I already have. And in the past, I left on best offers, like whatever setting was on the last coin, and I sold coins for the accepted price of the coin that I used to sell similar from. Um, when it was, maybe the same coin but a better grade. And oops, I just, that person just got auto accepted a price that I would never agree to. So I just have it off on everything. I used to be up all night buying coins all the time. I'd be up till 6 in the morning just buying out categories. So I get it, I guess. No doubling on anything, Amy? Well, if you find something, you may be one of the first to find something awesome. And there's also people that will buy or trade. Some people in some parts of the country can't get the uncirculated rolls. Sometimes there's dealers that are particularly looking for them. And with change is hard to come by these days in some instances. If you put that box up for sale on eBay or like 10 rolls of them, with enough money to cover your shipping cost and then a little bit, you might be able to sell those to someone who would be really, really, really happy with them. And I'm guilty of sending people half price offers accredited coins, and that's why I have it on too. Some days there is another coin that I'm looking at. I'm just kind of recapping here, looking over a few of these. But sometimes there's coins that I really want, and someone will give me like basically a price that comes to what I paid for it, and I'm like, I'd way rather have this other coin. Like, there'll be like a $30 coin that I paid like 27 for, and they'll offer me 30 for it, and I'll be like, okay, I'll sell it. And basically, by the time I'm shipping, I'm gonna lose a couple bucks. But then there's a coin that I'm able to buy that's worth $100 for 30 bucks, and so it's like I'll basically just be like, yeah, I'll take a small loss here and I'll take a big win over there. It's up to you, Amy. If you love opening them, the other thing you can do is look for really nice coins. And I'm not even positive. I noticed today that there's like 3 different. I realized that they changed Jefferson on the front of the nickel, but then I didn't realize that they changed it again. And then I was like, wait, is the Monticello even on the reverse on the new ones? Like, can you even find full steps, or what is the best strike of a nickel? I don't think I've seen a 2020 nickel yet. So, so I don't know. Um, nice. We're gonna get her hooked. Next thing you know, you guys are gonna have like 10,000 plants, and you guys will like have a full nursery, and then she'll be breeding those plants, and you'll be selling plants faster than you guys can breed them. It's not a bad idea. Anyone want to buy a redwood tree? Full steps. Nice. If she downloaded the app, isn't there like she wants 10,000 plants? Nice. Well, I'd say that, I don't know what your place like there, but if you guys go to that nice off the grid place, you can have 10,000 plants there, I'm pretty sure. That would be pretty awesome. Okay, I guess that's the other question, Blue Sandy. Are the W's like they're obviously West Point, but is it the same deal as the quarter W's? I'm just curious because I'm just getting into nickels, and I haven't gotten into nickels as hard as anything else. I started buying them hard like everything else, but I've noticed I think I've only sold like, I think I bought a bunch of nickels and I only sold like one, while I've bought like probably 200 dimes and probably like 50 of the dimes I've sold. And then like quarters and half dollars and dollars, they seem to be selling really well. Nickels are the only things that don't seem to be selling. Hmm. Maybe like giant greenhouse with air conditioner? That sounds kind of nice. I don't know if I don't know if it would totally. I don't know how much snow gets if the snow would like smash the greenhouse. Okay, so the W Jefferson nickel only. Yeah, because I got. Okay, no, it was a Philadelphia. Like I got this one. And if I put this roll on eBay, people that are watching this in the future, this nickel is not in the 1960 roll. Um, just because sometimes I put these on. But I got this nickel the other day, and I hadn't even noticed that like Jefferson's face, they changed it for this one, but then I don't think I have the next one sitting here, but then they changed it again. But yeah, this is kind of like my place here. Ocean and view. Oh, the joy. Nice. The wind can be bad at that elevation. 3 to 5 feet of snow. That's awesome. Yes, giant warehouse to put all the coins and all the inventory. You want a well, you want solar panel. The 2000 has lots of 2005. I believe that one was a satin finish. Does the satin finish have a bunch of stuff too? So I'm gonna have to look at these other ones closer here at some point. But I'm thoroughly enjoying talking with y'all, but I am honestly I'm getting pretty tired here. So I think I'm gonna call it a night. But I've had a lot of fun here tonight, and I look forward to going through the 1959s with you guys. And I wish I wasn't tired. I would just sit here talking with you guys. I'd go back through the coins here again. You're like, oh, we just got a few left, guys. Um, but let's see. Thank you, Blue Sandy, for being here tonight. Thank you, Catherine Lee, for being here tonight. And thank you so much for the super chat. That was awesome. Thank you, Accredited Coins, for being here tonight. And thank you for the super chat. You guys are awesome. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Spiked Head Diecrack, for being here tonight. Good to see you again. I'm not sure, a couple of those looked like they will be. Tomorrow I definitely want to figure out what they are. But thank you, Paul Hampton, for being here tonight too. I got to see you at Joe Durbin's auction. I was eating a bunch of food. It was delicious. But I saw you over there betting like you were going to win everything. And thank you, Amy Bach, for being here tonight. And thank you, Belinda, for being here tonight. I wish you guys all good nights, and I feel like I'm forgetting somebody. Oh, Blue Sandy's got you all. Yep, but thanks for looking through the roll with me, guys. Thanks for the extra eyes. Yeah, I wish you guys good night. Sorry my brain's not fully working, but I look forward to seeing you guys in the future. Until then.